Today on NWA Mountain State, it's time to get lit up with Billy Litt and Ricky Shane, Boris and Pitbull. You guys looking hungry? You guys want a piece of Billy Litt and Ricky Shane? You've got it. Pitbull, you look like a dog who's lost your bone. And Boris, I really don't know what to say about you, but one thing's for sure, Billy Litt and Ricky Shane are going to come out on top. Tell them about it, Ricky.
Boris, Dragoff, Pitbull, Bob Brown, ever since Billy Litt and I have put those straps around their waist, you've been nothing but a thorn in our sides. And today on Fox 59, we're going to pick that thorn out of our sides and throw it away. Because, boys, as I stated before, you're two strangers that fell into a tag team. You're looking at a cult right here. And we are the cult of charisma. You better take your chances and really, really enjoy them because they're not going to last for much longer, boys.
Billy Litt, Ricky Shane.
Billy Litt, Ricky Shane, I'm sick and tired. Every time we get so close to winning title, something happens. Somebody interferes somehow. You walk away still holding titles. But tonight is a little bit different. Mike Draven's back. Somebody be watching the ring. There's no way possible you're going to sneak and slide out of this one. And I'm going to tell you this. We're going to beat the living life out of your bodies. And we're taking the tag titles. Tell them, Bob.
Hey! And after that's said and done, we're going to beat you up again. Hush! Hush! Hush!
Darkness is coming. Be afraid.
Hush!
I don't see anything wrong with the chain in this match. I mean, he's lived with the chain his entire life. It's like an extension of his body.
Bob Brown cutting Ricky Shane off. Looks like he's going to work him over at the ropes. Irish whip cross, and the tag team champion reverses and takes the shoulder for his effort here.
Bob really cinching in that side headlock there. I'd like to see him pop Ricky Shane's head off, or at least open like a zit.
Well, I tell you, Bob Brown, big, mean, and nasty. He could probably do it if he wants to. Backs Ricky Shane over into the corner.
Ricky Shane in a world of trouble right now.
Takes a chop, and Bob Brown barking, tag Billy Litt in. And the fans want Billy Litt in. They want to see what the man can bring to the table here.
Well, if Billy Litt's smart, he's going to stay on the outside. He doesn't want to get in there with Bob Brown. Bob Brown asked for him because Bob Brown knows something Billy Litt doesn't. And that's Bob Brown is better than Billy Litt. I know that, of course, because I'm smart. Billy Litt, of course, being stupid, doesn't know that. Stupid like you and the fans.
I will say that everything you've just said is open for debate, and I do mean everything. Billy Litt about to square off with the big man from Vladivostok, who's conferring with his manager, Draven, on the outside here.
And that's what Bob knew that Billy Litt didn't. He's going to have to get in there against the Soviet star, Boris Dragoff. There's a force to be reckoned with.
Whoa, big boot. These guys, these two teams, oh, big chop. These two teams have feuded all over southern West Virginia. Now they've brought it up to Barber County, to Philippi. Billy Litt with the springboard. Goes over top of the Russian. Sets him up. What's he doing? Little unorthodox here.
Boris Dragoff had that scout, and Litt's going all the way up top. But
whoa, and a flying elbow. Unorthodox there. Here's your cover.
I hate to say it, but I think Boris took Billy Litt for granted there. He thought he had a scout, and he thought Litt was going to be shaken up. He looked off to the corner, and Billy Litt flew out of nowhere at him.
You cannot take Billy Litt for granted, and you cannot take Ricky Shane for granted. These two have teamed for year after year. Double back elbow now by these men.
You know, I hate to say it, Dean, but I've got to agree with you on that one. I don't like Billy Litt, and I definitely don't like Ricky Shane. But in that ring, they are predators. They are skilled athletes. They are veterans of this business. And here in Mountain State Wrestling, they are at the top of the pecking order as far as tag teams go.
Absolutely, and our tag team scene is exploding. Steve Off, Dan Murdoch. We just want to add that Steve Off right now, the Silver Screen Superstar, this very evening while we're in Philippi, he is in Toledo, Ohio, working for this company. I forget what they're called. It starts with a T and ends with NA Impact.
I'm a little bit familiar with them.
Ricky Shane snapped Mare on the big Russian and puts a kick across the spine here. We want to thank some of our sponsors up here in Philippi, the Budget Inn and manager Kevin Keene, the ticket outlets, the Chinese restaurant BKR, and of course Sean Kelly, the referee, had a lot to do with bringing this to Barber County. Thanks again, Sean. Big Russian backing Ricky Shane up against the ropes. Rockstar.
And a clubbing forearm blow across the chest is going to change the complexion of things mighty quick.
A big reversal, though. Oh!
But look,
drop kick.
Look at Boris. Scouted, waited, took him down, taking him apart. And Ricky Shane in a world of hurt.
The Russian caught Ricky a little too close to the ropes and was right where he needed to be to capitalize on it. Now Ricky, though, planting those hard rights on the Russian. Oh, and eats the shoe.
Big boot sandwich for dinner.
That Boris Dragoff, the Soviet star, as you call him, is big. He is a big man. Pitbull Bob Brown is no slouch either. Both of them huge man monsters. And there's a kick to Ricky Shane in retaliation.
And look at Billy Litt getting fired up over there. That's not going to do your partner any good, buddy.
Not at all. And now Pitbull Bob Brown lends a boot to his tag team partner and gets a tag in.
Boy, Ricky Shane's got to be tired of seeing the bottom of their boots.
Well, he really needs to get out of that corner in a hurry. Big left hand by the Pitbull. Is he southpaw?
I think he's actually from West Virginia.
I was insinuating paw, dog.
Oh.
Grinding him down with the front face lock here. Great matches coming up this hour. We've got the Canadian Lion Lance Erickson challenging the television champion, the Maestro. And we're going to see the debut of Jock Sampson. He's going to be taking on heavyweight champion Johnny Blast.
Boy, howdy, I like Jock Sampson. And what I really like is that the referee did not see that tag. It's not going to stand.
That was a perfectly valid tag, and the referee was out of position.
And that was perfectly valid ring psychology. What the ref doesn't see doesn't count.
And look at this. There's a lot of stuff that's not getting seen or counted right now. Back to a front face lock, but a completely different man.
And whose advantage is it working to, Dean?
The Army of Darkness.
That's right.
5 minutes have elapsed in the match. 5 minutes have elapsed. 15 minutes remain.
Dragoff really cinching in that front face lock on Shane, cutting off some air there. Shane trying to make it to his corner, though.
And Billy Litt getting the crowd behind him. This is a great match for the start of the hour here on NWA Mountain State on Fox West Virginia. Bob Brown now. Again, Bob Brown distracting the referee.
And the referee once again telling Billy Litt, you got to take it to the outside, buddy. Ain't no tag made there. Ricky Shane's still the legal man.
Man, that was sad. This is where the rules can get in the way of the match. And you won't hear me say that very often. You know me personally and professionally. Big send across the ring, and now Ricky Shane following up with the schoolboy. He ducked under. Here's two. Bob Brown kicked out, but Shane's on his feet under his own power. I take that back.
And once again, it's the bottom of the boot special for Ricky Shane.
And right there in front of Draven here on the outside, Bob Brown now may perhaps even mercifully getting Ricky Shane back up to his feet, shooting him across. Big double elbow.
And the Army of Darkness, they've been doing very well about cutting Ricky Shane off from his side of the ring. And when that's failed, they've been very, very effective in keeping the referee's eyes away from that tag.
And right there in your living room, thanks to Cucumber and Company, Ricky Shane just getting mauled over there.
Nice kick to the back of the kidney there.
He desperately needs to get a tag to Billy Litt that the referee will count. Bob Brown putting a shot in from outside. And now Ricky Shane on the opposite end of the ring and in no better predicament.
Dragoff's going to send him to the other corner. Flying body splash. Sandwiched him against the turnbuckles and leveled him with a big, massive Russian sickle.
Huge. Ricky Shane was only vertical because he hadn't fallen over yet. And Ricky Shane is one tough customer. He had enough to kick out. I'm telling you, man, as Draven protests the count, Ricky Shane does not give up.
Well, Ricky Shane, he's a competitor. I've never questioned that. But Ricky Shane right now is in there with a tag team that's absolutely focused on one thing and one thing only, taking away those NWA Mountain State Wrestling tag titles. And scouting Ricky Shane's moves as effectively as they have, with reversals like that swinging neck breaker, there's absolutely no reason to believe they can't do it this morning.
But they haven't done it so far, and one of the reasons they haven't done it is because often the outside interference of Draven overshadows the in-ring talent of his performers. Bob Brown cutting off Ricky Shane.
I absolutely disagree with you 100%.
You usually do.
I'm usually right.
Army of Darkness shoots the tag team champions off.
Whoa!
We've got who clotheslined who? Ricky Shane clotheslined Draven. And Bob Brown clotheslined.
Draven isn't even in the ring, Bib.
I am so confused at this point. It's Dragoff.
Dragoff, Bob Brown, Billy Litt, Ricky Shane, everyone down. Billy Litt first to stand. He's going up top, Dean. No.
Litt landed a clothesline.
He's going to the outside. Okay. I question the sanity of this, but let's swing with it for a moment, see how this works out for his partner. You know, Ricky Shane's a couple feet away from a legal tag, but a couple feet away in wrestling, that's a lifetime.
That's a lifetime. That's a world away, and now he has to get past Boris Dragoff, and he does it. He tags in Billy Litt.
And Billy Litt's coming in there. He's the freshman, a big forearm shot to the side of Dragoff, rocks him against the ropes. He's going to send him off the other side. Dragoff coming off. Billy Litt misses with a back elbow and a thumb to the eye. That's going to stop some momentum.
Big time. Now Ricky Shane with Pitbull Bob Brown. Bob Brown sending Ricky Shane to the outside here. Dragoff and Billy Litt fighting over on the far corner.
And Dragoff got caught up top. And that's not a spot you want to be in if you're facing it off against Billy Litt. But on the outside, Ricky Shane's definitely where he doesn't want to be. With the Army of Darkness, Bob Brown and Draven taking him apart. But look at Billy Litt and Draven.
Huge monkey flip from the top rope. And now Billy Litt's going to follow it up. High risk airborne. He's going up. Pitbull Bob Brown working Ricky Shane.
High risk, is that a high payoff?
Big frog splash here by the man from Hotlanta. Here's your count.
Bob Brown.
Bob Brown broke it up. 2 count only.
Good job, Bob. That's why he's my dog.
Billy Litt gave it everything he had from the top, and it still wasn't enough. This Army of Darkness pumped up tight.
10 minutes have elapsed in the match. 10 minutes remaining.
And Bob Brown sending Billy Litt to the outside. Ricky Shane on the inside.
Draven working over Billy Litt on the outside. Now here comes Pitbull Bob Brown. Forearms landed on the inside by Ricky Shane. Ricky Shane sets up.
Whoa!
Oh, standing leg drop.
And did you see Ricky Shane's head bounce off the mat on that one?
That was a brutal, brutal maneuver. Bob Brown holding the referee down.
Dragoff's got the pinfall. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, wait, no,
Billy Litt.
No!
Big flying leg drop.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Billy Litt lands the leg drop.
This is a travesty.
And he gets Ricky Shane's arm over.
It's Ricky Shane, even the legal man.
Ricky Shane was the legal man, and this one is history.
Here are your winners, and still your NWA Mountain State Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Ricky Shane and